Hello everybody, welcome back to 539. So this is part 2 of our recent cemetery exploration. We are actually across the road from the factory cemetery, and although this is a second separate place, I'm just kind of considering it sort of a part 2 since it's so close. But let's go and check this place out. One of the first things that I noticed when I got out of the car from parking is this right here. I have no clue. It kind of looks like a memorial, and it does have a name on it, but there's this weird cover here. I don't know. Oh wow, it actually is just a vase. Huh. Kind of on the long list of things that confuse me a little bit at these places. I don't know why it's there. I don't know what the purpose of the cover at least is for. Obviously it's just a planter made to put flowers and different things like that in. So yeah, who knows? So this place is much older, and you can already begin to tell just due to the age of the memorials as well as the sheer size of this place. And there's a lot of different areas, including a little pet cemetery. But kind of interesting, it seems like all of the stairways have names on them, and I don't know if it's somebody's memorial. I don't actually want to use the stairs despite that actually being functional. But it doesn't look like it. It's just a flat slab here at the top. So yeah, I don't think it's actually a memorial for someone's burial, but rather just something that was donated perhaps. Alright, so another interesting item here, a really cool looking mausoleum, and again, something I've never seen before. It actually has a shingled roof on it. Before we look inside, let's actually go up on the hill here and get a closer look. And yeah, it looks just like the roof of your average house. And yeah, let me know if you've ever seen anything like this before. I've never, personally, that I can remember, run into a actual shingled mausoleum. So, very interesting. And again, I really like the stone construction here. A little bit deeper of an entryway, it seems like. And I don't know if it's going to be a very, well, I thought it was going to be a shallow one, but actually it just looks like there's several gates. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any way to get an interior view, but absolutely incredible still. An amazing old door there. It's in pretty good condition too. There's a little bit of damage right here, and clearly a little vent here. All right, we're gonna keep heading back in the opposite direction here. We're actually kind of towards the front. There is some more stuff back that way, but first we're gonna go deeper into the graveyard and see if maybe we can get an internal glimpse into some of these other mausoleums here, which are also pretty cool. So in front of me now is actually a really amazing looking statue, and it's sort of just pointed up towards, I guess, towards heaven. And behind it too are several more of these amazingly large pinnacle markers or obelisk markers, but just some spectacular pieces of artwork here. So let's go ahead and head over this way though and check out this little open air. I'm not really sure what you'd call it. It's not really a mausoleum. And it's kind of interesting, I think. It would seem to me that there would have to be so much coordination just for this to happen like this with so many different people. There looks to be about 20 different markers right here. Wow. And another planter right up here. And oddly, there are a lot of really huge cigars. So apparently someone is using this like a little smoke room. Coming up is another, it's pretty similar designed mausoleum, not to the one that we just saw, but to a lot of the mausoleums that we see on these various adventures here. But yeah, it's kind of looking maybe like a solid door. I'm not sure again. The last time that we came out and tried to do an episode like this, we ran upon some fairly big issues trying to get an internal view, but ended up finding a little window up at the top, but I'm not sure that this one actually has that either. See a lot of wasp nests here. Hope that they're not in there. But to no avail, it is not open, and definitely does not look like there's any windows on the side, so unless there is a stained glass window on the back, it doesn't look like we'll be able to get an internal view. And I always seem to stumble upon these incredible stories that have been engraved into the side of these mausoleums or into little plaques like this one here. And no different here. You can see that this person, Isabel Blackstock, actually founded a industrial school for girls in Japan. And so yet another quite unique story. And yeah, unless you really knew it was here, you'd miss it. And unfortunately, as you can tell behind me there is no window on the back side, so unfortunately no interior view, but still glad that I went over there and actually caught that plaque on the ground to see some incredible bits of history that don't really make it into the history books. And here's one we are definitely going to get an interior view of. You can tell the glass is obviously not stained and completely intact, which is good as well, and also very clear. And this one even has a clear window on the back with just a little bit of safety glass, basically, wire frame in there. That's kind of interesting. Kind of wondering what that is right there. It almost looks like an old handwritten note. That would be really pretty crazy to find. Very interesting installation right here. I love the way the colors look on it now. And I'm not sure if this right here, it looks like being born about 30 years previous. It looks like it's probably the mother and father of the man inscribed into that relief there. And yeah, I'm seeing some more fairly interesting plaques around here too, and a very large, about 35 foot tall monument there. Kind of wondering, those definitely look like they should follow this line here, and they've been really moved a lot, but I can't really tell because it kind of maybe looks like it was meant to be that way, and really only this one has moved. But continuing on over though, on the side of this one, I almost missed it. There's another one of these really cool looking plaques. Kind of interesting. There's nothing on the other side and nothing on the front except for the name. Very interesting placement. Alright, a few things are up ahead. We have, it looks like, at least 2 more mausoleums, and then there's this really interesting building. It's called the office. I don't think it's actually still being used as the office though, and I think it's just sort of an abandoned building sitting there. I don't think we're going to be able to get an, well, we might be able to get an interior view. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually get inside, although it's pretty small, so I don't know if it's going to be really important to. I wanted to take a quick look at this here too. It's not actually anyone's memorial. You can see that it is a Oddfellows marker that has been donated by a local lodge. And again, you can see the interlocking chains that I always refer to, and also the fully spelled out words, which are usually just abbreviated to FLT. So this mausoleum coming up is pretty unique. It has some amazing coloring, lots of different colors in fact. It looks like a lot of it's because of decay, and then some of it's just because of the unique construction style of it. I wouldn't say it's the most unique that we've ever found, but pretty incredible. Has some very large engravings on the side here, and the stairway is not doing so well here, unfortunately, so we'll go around and not actually use that. But again, what an amazing place, although unfortunately once again it is completely sealed tight. And there is a small gap at the top, but unfortunately I can't really fit my camera in there while it's on, and if I actually get it in there while it's off, I can't actually reach up and turn it on. So yeah, I definitely cannot lose my camera today. And I'm not sure what this looks like. It might have just been, yeah, just a little scented candle. Huh. Kind of interesting that someone actually made it out, because that's definitely a brand new design there. But some really interesting features. You can see the painted dates up there, and this looks like it's actually made out of wood, and then you see different pieces of the accents have been colored to match the wooden nameplate. So very interesting design, and I don't know that I've seen many people actually put accent colors on them. And again, I'm not really sure if this is one that's gonna have the stained glass on the back or not. It seems to be sort of random, so we'll just have to see. And unfortunately, nothing on the back to give us any sort of view inside. It did seem like it would be fairly interesting on the inside as well. I'm kind of a little bit disappointed to not be able to see it. Looks like there's actually another headstone that's just randomly been placed up here too. That's kind of different.